listening to Episode 3 of the Jefferson County Development Authority podcast, where business feels at home, with your host Ryan Snyder and special guests David Lorenz and Kim Licciardi from Black Diamond Realty.
I want to welcome everybody to the next episode of the JCDA's podcast, where business feels at home. My name is Ryan Snyder. I'm the Agriculture Development Coordinator here with JCDA, and I'm joined today by some folks here at Black Diamond Realty. They are a sponsor of our entrepreneurship initiative, Jumpstart Jefferson, and I'll go ahead and turn the floor over to them to introduce themselves.
Ryan, I appreciate you having us. My name is David Lorenz with Black Diamond Realty, and I have my colleague and senior associate and partner in our Eastern Panhandle expansion, Kim Licciardi, with me.
Hi, everyone.
Awesome. We'll go ahead and point out that Black Diamond's principal office is in Morgantown, so they've joined us on the podcast today via Zoom, but we're glad to have them, so we'll go ahead and get into it here. If you guys can, tell me a little bit about Black Diamond Realty, what it is that you guys do, your interest in the Eastern Panhandle, kind of what drives you guys to succeed, be the best that you can.
Absolutely. Black Diamond Realty is a full-service commercial brokerage firm, and all we do is commercial real estate. We started in 2013 in Morgantown with the goal and aim of providing top-notch service from a presentation, people, and process standpoint, which are our core competencies. And over the years have grown our team from 2 individuals to currently at 11. And looking for further growth in the Eastern Panhandle. The Appalachian region and West Virginia run deep in our roots. And so from our perspective, it was a natural to expand to the Eastern Panhandle, as there is tremendous positive economic momentum, beautiful part of the state and country, and a lot of tremendous things going on.
And I think also, I guess to piggyback on that, Ryan, what made that area so special to me is I have worked the majority of my career going to and from the Eastern Panhandle. My parents are also from, they're in the Fauquier here, and my sister is in Loudoun County. So I go through that area often. I've seen the beauty, the people, the development, and it is such an economic engine to our state that it was an easy way, or easy to say yes when we were looking at the next place to build our brand and to get involved with the community.
So we're glad to have Black Diamond here working in the Eastern Panhandle, and glad to have somebody with the attention to detail that you guys have working on some of the commercial stuff out in this area. Why did you guys decide to become involved with Jumpstart Jefferson through a sponsorship with our organization? Just for our listeners out there, Black Diamond has provided all of the funds for the People's Pick portion of the contest. So once all the business plans and everything are submitted, we will be putting all of the businesses participating in Jumpstart Jefferson out on our social media and letting the public decide which one they really favor, which one they enjoy. Winning that brings on a $500 cash prize, which we are very gracious to Black Diamond for sponsoring, and they've also kicked in some additional funds to help us with the program. Why did you guys decide to become involved with Jumpstart Jefferson and entrepreneurship with that sponsorship?
Appreciate the question. I'll jump in first and turn it over to Kim. Our nation and certainly our state, West Virginia, have been built on small businesses. And so anything that we can do to encourage economic growth and empower individuals to pursue their passion, pursue their dreams, and add value to the communities we're serving is important to us. And candidly, it's near and dear to my heart. As I grew up in a family of small business owners, I am a small business owner myself. And at Black Diamond, we've worked with a lot of small business owners. So we're happy to help. We are excited to be involved, and we commend all those who are submitting their business plans and their goals, and just wish them the best as they take on this new venture.
I guess to piggyback on David's comments, in my career, I've been fortunate enough to work with businesses of all different sizes, all different industries. And, it all starts with an idea. And that is when the seed of growth is planted. And to be able to be at the forefront of that and to support someone's idea. Because a lot of times people don't have the money, the resources to know where to take that idea. And it's just amazing to see that process, to be involved with it. And it was very important for us because the folks that we deal with on an everyday basis are just that. They either started as small businesses and have grown, or they are a small business that are just looking for a hand, looking for some hope, and looking for someone to assist them. So to be a part of that journey is very important to us. So we felt that this was a worthy cause.
Well, thank you. We definitely appreciate your guys' involvement in Jumpstart. You guys mentioned a little bit seeing kind of the impact of small business. I've been lucky through my role here with the Development Authority to see what small business can do for an area and how they are able to support the economies of different places. Have you guys been able to see some of that impact through your work as well?
Most certainly. Yeah, we have seen ideas and a vision converted into a business plan and ultimately open doors to the community. And it starts with one, and then many examples that we've been exposed to 5-10 years down the road, it turns into 10 and 20 high paying jobs, and jobs at the end of the day drive an economy. And they make folks want to come into our great state and experience what we already know exists, which is almost heaven and a beautiful place to live.
I just closed a loan last week for a brand new business that was just an idea in someone's kitchen, and they made it happen. They worked with some non-traditional financing options through their local county to get the funds for them to start a indoor miniature golf course and arcade and party center. So, it all starts with an idea. So it's fun to be a part of it. Those types of scenarios where you're really involved with them and you hold their hand and you help them, I feel like you have the most critical job. And you're both their cheerleader, you're their therapist, you're their lending arm, you're pretty much everything in between. And you know what? They're the most rewarding and the most impactful. So to be there and to be involved is so critical. And that's why we're here to help.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with all of that 100%. You guys touched on it a little bit. I'd like to elaborate a little bit more. Why do you guys think small business helps a community thrive?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, small businesses are the absolute backbone to any community, and they help to spur economic growth in so many different industries, capacities. Dave can kind of talk a little bit about how each job and each component and what they do to the basic employment in the community. But from the mom and pop stores, from the little hair salons, and the mom and pop grocers and coffee shops, they're your neighbors. I mean, when you shop at their stores, you are truly having an impact on their family, on the community. So and not to say anything disparaging about the large corporate retail giants that exist, but small business really help to keep the lights on and to pay your neighbors' bills, and you truly have an impact on keeping those people in the community and making it feel like a community. So I really think that small business helps all communities to thrive and continue to exist and to feel like home.
Absolutely. Small businesses, when you shop local, when they are your neighbors and the money is staying within the community, I forget the exact statistic, Ryan, but it's somewhere in the 90+% range of those dollars stay local. At big box retailers, it is a lower percentage that stays local, but still they're providing a very noteworthy resource and opportunity to the community. Small business is the backbone of America. It's the backbone of West Virginia. It's near and dear to our hearts. It's near and dear to the Eastern Panhandle. And we want to do everything we can to help the process and ultimately help entrepreneurs navigate and achieve their dream.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for that. I guess I've got one more question for you guys. Commercial real estate is is often a very integral part of an entrepreneur's journey, from idea to small startup maybe that you're running out of your garage or your living room. At some point, a lot of these businesses outgrow their homes, and they start looking for some commercial places, whether it's a retail storefront for a home bakery that started in your own kitchen and you needed to get into some commercial space, or these massive tech companies that just started with an idea and a soldering iron in the garage. What piece of advice do you guys have for entrepreneurs and small business as they embark on this journey and continue to grow their idea into something probably a lot larger than they ever imagined could happen?
Okay. Well, it all starts with an idea, but Ryan, it's about putting that idea on paper and creating a plan and following that plan. I think that having a plan, having a direction, having a roadmap is incredibly important. And you'll know, in the commercial real estate, time frame, when the time is right for that person to make that step into moving out of their home, or their kitchen counter, or whatever it may be, or grandma's kitchen, who knows. But that's part of that plan, part of that budget, part of that organization piece that is so important. And I also would encourage that entrepreneur to rely on their friends, their family, speak to them, get advice, work with community leaders to get your message out there, and listen, really truly listen. Because that is where you will find the most wisdom, the best advice, and really help you to put on paper the finite details that you need in order to be successful. So you always need to listen and surround yourself with people that are like-minded to you. You will emulate their success. So not only, surrounding yourself by like-minded people, but sometimes surrounding yourself by folks that are even a step ahead, because those are the people that you want to chase.
Kim, that's excellent. I agree with all those points. And the ideas that I had in my head from a characteristic standpoint when you first asked the question, Ryan, are always maintain a high level of honesty and integrity. Have the courage to jump in and lay out the map, lay out the business plan, but then have the courage to execute that plan to the best of your ability. Along the way, be open-minded to mentorship and developing relationships, and put yourself out there. Do not be afraid to hear the word no. The word no just means that wasn't the right angle and or wasn't the right time. But be courageous, pursue your goals, high honesty, integrity, work hard from a communication skill standpoint to develop a team. The mountain is a lot more fun to climb when you have a party up top and a lot of people with you.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us today. This has been an excellent conversation, and we look forward to our partnership as we continue through this journey of Jumpstart Jefferson. I think to kind of touch on a couple points that you guys made on that last question, pretty much everything that you all talked about there is exactly why the JCDA embarked on creating Jumpstart in the first place. We know entrepreneurship takes a village. We hope to foster a network of folks through these kind of cohorts of entrepreneurs and small businesses as they move through the Jumpstart process as we continue this for years down the road. We like for folks to have a plan, right? And we love to be involved in helping them make that plan. That's really the idea behind Jumpstart, is getting the information and the education out there to folks so that they do have a plan and they know somewhat what they're doing as they go into this thing. And we'd like to watch them grow and see what these small businesses can do in our community. So I want to thank you guys again for joining us, and hope you guys have an excellent day.
The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are the speaker's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the Where Business Feels at Home podcast or the Jefferson County Development Authority. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only.